I love this song. Hi guys! Today we're listening to the sound of friendly fires. I'm in the process of trying to fix this, so bear with me if you see brushes flying around and makeup being dashed into the camera. Day 25, I think. How do I feel about the race? I don't really want to talk about it today, to be honest. Let's talk about other stuffs. Let me apologise in advance for not making a video. My reason for not making a video, apart from health stuff and life stuff, I had nothing to talk about, and I'm not going to be one of those people that make videos just because I've got internet connection and a computer that allows me to do so. I want there to be a reason, and then after that reason I want there to be conviction behind my message, so y'all know what that means. What do I want to talk about today? The topic of today's conversation, well, it's not a conversation because I am talking and I can hear no one, but let's imagine we're in an intimate conversation right now over some red wine, if you please. The topic today is living in people's bumholes, and I know that sounds really ridiculous to some, but I'll break it down. I know the rent in the UK and the US is like an all-time high, but that's no excuse to start taking up residency in the anal cavities of other human beings. And by that I mean stop being a sheep, stop being a follower, and then above and beyond that, stop being a bum licker. Like, your breath must smell really, really bad because you lick a lot of bum. Licking bum it's just not cool. And I know I sound really immature, but I can't think of a more intelligent way to describe this. Because people that do that are immature. So if I'm going to talk to the masses now, I might need to bring my mental capacity down. I might need to rein it in. I might need to meet you halfway on this, so let's be real. And to the intelligent ones, you know what I'm saying when I talk about this video, blah, 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 blah. Twitter, you know I always get my ideas or things I want to talk about from Twitter. I tweeted something this morning that ruffled a lot of lip gloss stick, ruffled a lot of feathers. You say that 100 times. Yes, it did indeed do that, and it made me laugh because it was just comical, and I didn't mean it to be taken as seriously as it was. But if people want to take it to that avenue, you know I'm always ready to go there. So cool, let's be serious about it. The tweet went as follows: I hope the air in Frank Ocean's bum is fresh because a lot of you guys have decided to live there. And it's the truth. It's like every time we have a new artist, actor, president, we gravitate towards this person and then almost place inhuman burdens upon their shoulders to be what we want them to be. And it's happened with a lot of people in recent times. Nicki Minaj, Drake, I'm just using musical references. We do it to Beyonce every week, and we're all guilty of doing it at a time, but you don't need to live in their bum. And it's been a case of, the reason I mentioned Frank is not because A, I'm not his biggest fan, B, I don't even think I'm a fan at all, so, and that's not out of hate or shade, so don't get at me like that. It's just not what I'm into at this moment in my life, so disclaimer signed on that. It's just that I feel like every other tweet is about loving him, wanting to be a groupie or be part of the fan club. And then I was speaking to my sister who is 16, so she's like the generation below me, and I wanted to get her thoughts on like affiliations and gangs and people you should follow to be deemed as cool. And apparently Taylor Gang, that Wiz Khalifa affiliation, is really, really cool. It's really cool. And it's worrying to me because we are quickly raising a new flock. We are getting a new flock ready to go out into society, who are going to, you know, be the worker bees that the government needs them to be, that will be yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir, because they've already got within their minds that conforming to one idea, one constitution, or loving one person, or thinking the sun shines out of one person's backside is the way forward. And it's a really troublesome place to be, and it's really annoying for me. I can talk about it because I went to a school that breeds that kind of mentality. I went to Brit school, and for my US viewers, your version of Brit school would be LaGuardia, I think. Yeah, that kind of famed school. And that kind of group mentality of always having to like the same thing, look the same way, be the same kind of person, it could have affected me for the worse, but obviously, as you can see in here, that I kind of broke away from that. But then it can do another thing, and this is where it gets really funny and interesting. Everyone tries so damn hard to be different that they then end up looking the same, and then being original becomes a cliche in itself. Oh look, there's the group of originals that now don't look so original. And it's not just about what you wear and the music you listen to. I wanna get over those things, the things that we link people by what they look like. It's about what you enjoy and what you talk about and what your personality is like. You can be Taylor Gang all day long because you've probably been wearing Chucks longer than Wiz has been alive. Like, that's cool. But step away from that and understand, what do you want to be and what do you want to throw out in the universe. And then, if you realise that you're a sheep, that's cool. We were all once sheep. We all have moments when we will become a sheep because you don't want to upset, you know, the majority. But you need to understand, or you should want to understand, that hopefully that's not the kind of people we want to be, and that's not the kind of kids we want to raise. And we have to be really careful about the kind of images we're putting out there, especially when it comes to gang affiliation. Even if it has nothing to do with violence or negativity whatsoever, to even think like that is setting off a bad process in our minds. And yeah, I hope what I'm saying is making sense. Another thing I find funny is when I talk to people who I think like me, who have portrayed themselves thus far to be open-minded. They slip up and they quickly let me see the wool sticking out of their back. They are still sheeps, and that's okay. It just kind of sucks when you thought the person wasn't a sheep and then they turned out to be a sheep. That's kind of upsetting. Sorry, it's getting a bit personal now, but that was what I wanted to talk about, and I hope A, you guys are making sense of what I'm saying, and B, if you are a sheep, you might, if you're willing to make a change, it'll be done in time. I think it can't be forced. A bit like smoking, which I don't do anymore. When you're ready to quit, you'll quit, and when you understand maybe that being in that kind of place is affecting you negatively, then you will you'll want to break away from it and try something different. I think the most important thing about it is having guts. It takes a lot of people, it takes a really big person to stand up and be like, I don't want to follow this and I don't believe in it. A bit like the whole Obama situation. Obama's a liar. Obama is a liar, but there's a lot of people who won't be willing, they won't want to admit that because A, they'll be upsetting the majority, and B, they don't want to believe it themselves. You are a liar. And sorry, that just gets on my nerves, and it becomes a thing of, when are we going to be honest about what we think and feel? I know there's only so far we can go in society with thinking individually, and I'm not saying vendetta, I'm not saying anarchy, I'm not saying war, I'm not saying fight, I'm saying be it individual, capsule, stand as a singular person, not as an entity. This isn't a group thing. This is about you, who you want to be, what you would like to be affiliated with. And you know what, sometimes kids, especially the younger people watching this video, sometimes it's not going to be cool, and sometimes people are going to give you side eye for what you do. As per usual, just do what you want to do, what they think. It will affect you, I'm not going to lie, it's going to affect you, but what they think in the long term is not important. Nothing you do in life is as important as you think it's going to be, because soon you'll be dust. But on the flip side from that, always remember to be true to yourself first. I hate those cliche lines, but I can't think of a better way of describing it. It's just something that was niggling at me and getting under my skin for a bit. So yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying. We've been rolling with these videos long enough. I know you guys understand what I'm saying. So I think this video is going to be shorter than normal because I got the point across really quick. So I'm getting better at this, y'all. Thanks again for all the support. Sorry that I haven't made a video in a while, but like I said, there's good reasoning behind it. I'll probably have a lot more to say in the coming weeks though, because the pressure is on, the atmosphere is changing, and there's more to say, and there's more work to do, and there's stuff to be accomplished. And with trying to accomplish stuff comes a lot of down days, and when I have down days I like to talk to you guys a lot and get your feedback on stuff. But I am going to get on with preparing this thing, and then Cool. Do stuff. I don't want lipstick on my teeth. If you want to give the illusion that you have really white teeth, dark lipstick is so the way forward. Look. Why do my teeth look so white? It's amazing. I don't know what's going on under here either. Anyway, I'm going to sort that out now. Love this song. So I'm going to jam around my little space. I moved. Not house yet. Room. So I'm in a tinier space at the moment. It gets really intimate and romantic in here, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, later.